Hey guys, so first of all, this is a bit of an intermediate tutorial, so I'm not going to be showing you all the basic stuff, but hopefully you guys can follow along. So what you want to do is first import your scene, your clip into the node graph in Nuke. Just drag and drop it, and you want to connect the viewer to your clip. Then what you want to do is press tab on your keyboard and look up camera tracker, and you'll get this node right here. So you want to connect that in between these two, and simply go to here, and there's a lot of settings. You can look into this stuff, but I'm just going to leave it at default for the sake of the tutorial, and just click on track right here, and it'll start tracking. So once it's done, you'll start seeing a lot of these tracks, these lines on the video. So what you want to do is solve it. So you're going to come over here and just simply click on solve. Now after solving is done, it's going to give you an error rate. Now I've got 2.79, that's okay for now, for the sake of the tutorial, so I'm just going to leave it at that, but you want to try and get it as low as you can. So once this is done, you want to go right here and click on scene and go create. And it'll give you a few more nodes, so if you want to browse through here and kind of spread these out so you can see all the nodes, and put the viewer all the way down here, and then you want to click your scene output and connect it with the viewer like that. Now there's two more nodes that we're going to be adding to this scene because it's already sold, and you want to click on tab and look up scan line renderer. So you're going to connect that with the first line right here, and you're going to get this other input called object scene and connect it with your scene. And there's one more, which is the camera coming out of your scanline render, so you want to connect it with your camera, and it'll start looking like that. So the last node that you're going to be connecting is called a right geo. So you're going to look up right geo. By the way guys, this does not work with the NukeX non-commercial version. You're going to have the paid NukeX program in order for this to work. So you're going to connect it right here with the scene and the viewer, and you'll get this this window right here pop up on your right. So I'm just going to browse through for a place for me to save this. So I'm probably going to save it to my desktop right here, and select the file type, go back to an FBX, make sure all this is selected, go back to my desktop, and I'm just going to call it test.fbx, and simply press enter. Go back to this window right here, it should already be there, and simply click on execute. So it's going to show you how many frames it's going to extract, and that seems about right, so just click on OK, and it'll start exporting. So after the FBX file has been exported, it'll look like that, test.fbx. You want to go into Maya. By the way guys, I switched back to my my Mac because that's the only system I got Maya running in, but it'll work the same if you got a PC. That's not a big deal. What you want to do is first make sure that you have FBX enabled. So you want to go to Window, Setting Preferences, and Plugin Manager. And you want to scroll down till you see FBX Maya, and make sure that you've ticked the loaded button and just go refresh. By default it should be loaded, ticked. I'm going to close that, and you can simply drag and drop your text, your FBX file on here. Start loading, and there you go. So you got your camera and your track. So if I look through the if I enable the amount of keyframes, which I believe was 239, so if I just do that, you'll see that the camera is animating. So if I just look through the camera, and there you go, the camera is animated, and the plane, the scene is all tracked. So you can simply just create a plain ground and start adding your images, and set your camera set the sequence to the camera and start rendering out stuff, which with whatever render they're using in Maya. So hopefully you guys found the tutorial to be useful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.